there's one sentence, exactly one same sentence that we get to hear across 5,000 people that were involved in tasting this before it hit the market. And that sentence goes the same.
Let's talk about the actual honey for a second. And this might be a silly question. Is the goal to taste just like honey? What's the taste profile like? And what was your goal as far as creating this plant-based honey from a flavor point of view?
So that's an amazing question. And I love that conversation when we kind of pause for a second in terms of thinking about, the impact and environment and climate, and just have like a product focused conversation. There are three aspects of products that, people care about. Number one by far is taste. Number two is price, and number three is nutrition. So if we are looking into these three aspects of this product, in terms of the taste, what we're really after is the best tasting honeys that are made by the bees. So basically the taste is to match, exciting, rare honeys that you would find in, parts of Europe, France, Italy, also where I come from, Serbia. It's a country of very high quality acacia honey specifically. Then if we talk about, New Zealand, Australia, that's Manuka honey. So these best honeys in terms of the taste are our inspiration for the taste, and we're matching that. So no compromise there. Just give me any honey lover, any honey connoisseur. When we serve them our honey, I don't want to tell them a story. I want them to taste first, tell us the feedback, then I'll tell them the whole story. Moving to the price, of course, I mentioned a $300,000 1-ounce jar. We were able to scale the process since that time, and right now our honey is accessible to a certain part of consumers. I do recognize today that our honey is cost-wise probably not accessible to all people and all the restaurants, but please bear with us. We're working on that. I come from Eastern Europe. I grew up in poverty, and I really want to make sure that everybody has access to this product at some point, but it will take us some time. So right now it's a premium quality, but it's also a premium price. In terms of the nutrition, we want to do it better than honey coming from the bees. And how can we do that? So there are a couple of things in which I believe that our team delivered a more superior product on the nutrition side. First and foremost, honey made by the bees contains a certain bacteria that's called Clostridium. Because of that bacteria, if you walk into a supermarket and grab a jar of honey, you'll see that there's a warning on the label that says do not feed to babies and infants less than a year or 2 years, depending on what brand or what geography, because that bacteria can harm infants' gut that's developing at that time. With our product, with us making it without the bees, we are free of that. So we're not having that bacteria. The other aspect in which I believe our nutrition is superior is because, people talk about allergies and pollen, and some people say, oh, with local honey, you can actually get some of your allergies alleviated. Allergies are very tricky, and for some people, exposure to certain allergen can help them alleviate the allergy. For other people, that can create a mess. So what I'm really proud to say that our product is allergen-free, and that for people with allergies to honey and pollen, this is going to be neutral. So this won't cause their allergies to get activated. It won't alleviate them because this is not a medicine. This is a food product, but it's very important to say that it has this aspect in terms of pollen presence. And finally, in terms of certain compounds that honey has that are considered to be kind of super ingredients or superfoods, we have seen by testing our honey, we have seen that some of these compounds from plants that our honey has, actually there's more of those than what's usually found in some of the honey types made by the bees. So basically, the sugar profile is the same, the calorie content is the same, but the twist is that there's a little bit more of certain powerful active compounds that come from the plants. So taste the same as the best honey. Price, it's premium now, but we want to make sure that in the future it's accessible to people, and nutrition even better than honey coming from the bees.
So forgive my wording, it's enhanced honey. Is enhanced the right word, or is there a better word out there?
I like to call it a plant-based honey, and that category of plant-based honey is already for itself alleviated to the level of being enhanced compared to bee-made honey. And I'm really happy that Melody is starting this category. We're the world's first plant-based honey, and I'm really hoping that people will love it, because when you taste it, there's this is a cool story too. There's one sentence, exactly one same sentence, that we get to hear across 5,000 people that were involved in tasting this before it hit the market. And that sentence goes the same: it's honey. So people taste it, they're amazed with it, and they say, oh my God, it's honey. So there's this one sentence that's really great. I think at some point we'll have to, create a campaign or a tagline or something like that, because people are just amazed. Because, there are certain products that are, plant-based that, have their best heart in a place in terms of the mission and the impact, but are just not delivering on expectations that people have. And we wanted to make sure that people across different categories of nutrition say that this is honey and that they love it. Because, if we do that, vegans will automatically be happy, but we're going to have a wider and a wider audience, to cater and make happy with this product.
I absolutely agree with you. And that campaign's going to write itself because of such a unique product. Let's take a step back for a second, because right now at this moment, is the honey available at 11 Madison Home? Is it currently available?
Yeah, as we're speaking, honey is currently available within a specialty box, specialty tea and honey box launched for Mother's Day collection and Earth Month. It's a specially curated box of artisanal teas coming from different parts of the world, honey, and also amazing, delicious shortbread cookies, all plant-based, also made with our honey. So that's available right now as we speak. And sometime very soon, this product as a standalone jar will also be available through 11 Madison Home, which is a brand of 11 Madison Park restaurant. Yeah.
So one more time, what's the big ask from the audience? We've heard your passion, we've heard the science, we've heard the flavor. You're amazing, ambitious. I mean, just walking into a restaurant like that, I mean, that's a bold move. So congrats that it worked out. So tell us again what's available, and tell us again how to find it, and let us know what our options are to just follow you more and support you.
Yeah, I invite people to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Melody, MELLODY Foods, all together. In terms of purchasing this, head to 11madisonhome.com and you can purchase it there. What all of you can do to help saving the bees is learning more about bees, learning more about pollinators, and you can do it through our social media. And finally, if you're equally passionate about bees and plant as we are, ask your favorite restaurant to reach out to us to offer Melody in your favorite restaurant. It can be a vegan restaurant or non-vegan. We're going to work with all the restaurants that reach out to us where people ask to see our product offered either on the menu, either within a meal, or just if you order a cup of tea and you want a side of Melody.